dare you to see Truth or Dare. Welcome to the Film Threat Podcast. I am Chris Gore, joined by
Anthony Ray Bench
and
Norman Gidney
and special guest Matt Olson. Matt, say hi to the folks listening.
Hello. This is the greatest honor of my early career.
Well, you got dragged into this, so I feel like
that was actually a dare. That one.
That was so Matt, I feel like you were kind of dragged into this, which is such a. So we just got out of a screening of Truth or Dare, and I don't even know where to begin. But I guess we should start with.
We can begin by apologizing to us.
Apologizing to you guys for taking. I didn't take you to that. We were just like, we should record a podcast. What we got? Okay, we'll go to this.
Oh no, we can make this good.
We can. Okay. We
can save
So
this.
the basic premise, if you haven't seen the trailer for Truth or Dare, is a group of kids on spring break get dragged by this dude to this weird church to drink and play a game of Truth or Dare that ends up being real, where some spirit asks them to play
Spoiler
Truth or Dare.
alert. Spoiler alert.
Major
It's not a spoiler, it's all in the trailer. So it's all that's in the trailer.
They get major Grinch face in this.
So what happens is you'll see like they do these like horrible Grinch faces, and Truth or Dare is in some weird sound effect, and so they have to answer to a spirit, and they have to do tell a truth or say a dare, but it puts them in the most awkward place to actually execute the Truth or Dare. So, and then what happens is all these characters end up dying, sort of one by one, right?
So now you don't have to see the movie.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But see, there
saved
is
you
a little
$12.
tension because two of the characters are sort of besties. These two women are besties, and one has a boyfriend, but they both kind of like the guy.
They certainly
It's a
said
little
that.
complicated.
They certainly said that enough.
They've said it enough. Okay, enough with the plot synopsis. You could watch the trailer. Norm, also the editor of Horror Buzz at horrorbuzz.com, and you review a lot of the horror films for.
Absolutely.
There was a moment during the movie
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
just said, "Fuck this."
No, I think what I said was
No.
Wait
exactly
a minute.
what you
Wait.
said. I know
no,
exactly what you
I
said.
think I was holding for the infant crossing behind me.
Right.
I think what I said was, fuck this movie.
That's exactly what you said. Yeah, I should mention actually that we're outside the TCL Chinese Theater at Hohai recording this. So if
Yeah.
you hear any weird, we're out in public actually recording this and getting strange looks.
Yeah,
from
so there was like a
so-
little baby going behind me, and I had
You know
to.
what? Fuck this baby.
Yeah,
That's what
fuck
I
it.
would say.
No, we're not watching
But-
Serbian
okay,
film. So go
you
ahead.
You said, "Oh, fuck this movie."
Yeah.
But it was at a key moment that I think you may want to address. And I think we all unanimously did. We all.
Okay. Well. Okay. Let's start from the top.
Let's start from the top. Sorry.
If I may.
Yes.
So. Okay. So this film tried to sit there and make this this almost It Follows version of
Yeah.
Truth
Oh,
or
that's right,
Dare,
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Where there was this unexplained spirit force or supernatural force forcing this
Annoying,
imbecilic
annoying 30-year-olds playing 20-year-olds.
20-year-olds
Right. Yeah.
in college, forcing these people to play a game of Truth or Dare. And as was explained by Chris, they would start to see visions around them. Whoever's turn it was, they would start to see visions around them and go, and this spirit thing would manifest itself on somebody's face or whatever and say, "Oh, Truth or Dare," and they'd have to go, "Okay, well, Truth or Dare," or whatever. And one of the characters is a closeted gay. Not to his friends, but to his dad. And there is a key moment in the movie, of course, where this character chooses truth. And instead of you know what? Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Instead of showing...
Let it all out. Just let
Instead
it
of
all out.
showing what happens in this key scene, which could have been wildly offensive or very clever, they cut away. They just walked away from the scene like, oh Jesus, we're not going to deal with this.
They handled it off screen.
They handled his coming out off screen and dismiss it with him coming back and going, yeah, I came out and
they build it up like his dad's some kind of raging
homophobe.
They never showed it. It was done in dialogue.
Okay, so that's when I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen, and then it was just like. I mean, they shit the bed right there. I was just like, no, I'm done.
Well, just the fact that, like, there were a lot of laughs in, but they were all unintentional laughs because people, it might be one of the worst scripts for a horror film.
It was a really bad one.
It was
the dialogue was awful. And it over-explained things like a billion times.
Way too much. Now, I would even say that the concept isn't awful.
No, it's not. It's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty decent.
It's. I wouldn't say decent, but I would say that it could have been massaged by a better writer. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
there was a web series I reviewed last year called Game of Death, and they kind of took all the episodes and put them together for a movie. And it's very similar. They play a board game where like it takes their blood, and it makes them have to kill somebody every 4 hours. Otherwise, whoever's turn it is, they die. And that was a fun, interesting movie. And they could have done something with this premise, but just there was potential, and this potential
there was absolutely.
Squandered.
You know what? And listen. Those poor kids were acting their hearts out. I mean, they were selling it. They were trying hard. I mean, even the arrogant prick that's like writing prescriptions for his friends and
hated that guy.
No, I hated him too.
But that's the point.
But what I'm saying is,
I hated him like in all the wrong ways.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is, they were trying so hard, but the material was not. It was not ready. It wasn't ready.
I was wondering, like halfway through the movie, is this a comedy because of how serious they were taking it? It was almost to the level of a farce.
I mean,
I feel good comedy of the year for me. It was hilarious.
But
I felt great, but
I almost feel the director, Jeff Wadlow, which you reminded me he did Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
So far a great track record.
Right. But I was going to say, I feel like his dare was to make this fucking movie, and it like it just I haven't seen a movie this shitty in a really long time. I forgot what it's like because I kept looking at you, Norm. I was looking at you, Matt. I was trying to look at you. You were a few seats down.
He was laughing.
But I was just like, we were like, but it wasn't like good laughs. It wasn't like a like a release the tension laugh.
No,
it was and typical fucking cheap scares with the
lots of jump scares and like
jump scares, but completely unnecessary.
They're all the same
stupid.
scare. That was my biggest thing. Like every beat was repeated, and we didn't get any variation in the type of scare. Once you get past the first two, there's nothing new there.
The big loud noise right out of frame that they walk into, and
Can I say my favorite scare?
Absolutely.
The old lady scare.
Brilliant.
Old lady scare.
Yeah, the old dead corpse.
I thought that was a dude.
Oh, maybe.
Was it? It doesn't matter. It was dead.
I wasn't sure.
And one jump scare got me. It was when homeless Jason Statham showed up in the house.
Yes.
You know what? He is looking good.
Yeah. That box is treating him well.
You know what? It has. It really has.
It's you could feel the audience hating this movie, and that like this is one of those. I mean, like, and some people booed at the end. I might have been one of the people.
No, I totally did.
I mean, it just
out loud.
Like, I just and normally at screenings like this, people are just happy like.
It's free.
They
free movie.
Well, no, but they kind of stack the deck with people who got invited to a screening. And they're just happy that they got it.
Yeah, like a word of mouth screening.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly,
type of thing like that.
Or somebody.
It's something.
Yeah. So I just can't believe it was this bad. I mean, clearly the script was not ready to shoot. They were trying to fill some slot. It's not like is anyone recognizable in this? I didn't recognize any of the actors.
Lucy Hale was Modern Family or
hell, I don't know.
I don't know. I'd never heard the name before.
The Middle, one of those. She was a hot up and coming actress.
It doesn't matter. You don't need a name. You really don't need a name. to make
Right.
a movie. A name's not going to make a movie good.
But they're also completely This is another thing, a thread that was throughout the film. So of course, after this trip to Mexico for spring break, they're each experiencing this truth or dare. They're kind of figuring out how the rules work, and the rules are basically you have to do the truth or the dare, whatever that is.
Right.
If you don't execute it, you will die. So you have to do it. There's no time limit given actually to that.
No real stakes are laid out.
And there's no real but
it
except
has to-
the actors. Here is the thing that bothered me most about this entire movie, which I fear for movies in the future because of this thing. It's
I think
every scene in this movie, every problem being solved, they use their cell phones.
Yes.
Now, so everything, they're talking to people. They even receive a text message, truth or dare, from the spirit.
Well-
it is the dumbest. It's so stupid. So
Google
there's-
Truth or Dare Mexico.
they Googled in the movie Truth or Dare Mexico. You know what? To their credit, they didn't use Bing. That's the one that would have taken me out of the movie. But
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, ask Jeeves, right? But
Jeeves is still my homie.
everything. I mean, they were constantly. There's scenes where where characters are sitting there and they're on their phones. Now you could say that's a sense of realism, but it makes for a shitty movie.
But
It
because
opens up with a Snapchat
it opens up
intro.
with the intro of them little title
The
sequence
line.
is all their Instagram stories
They
or whatever.
Yeah.
montage.
Can I
Yes.
just interrupt?
Please,
Because the
please.
best line in the movie is one of the actresses says in describing one of the freaky faces
A
that
Snapchat
a
filter.
bad Snapchat
It's like-
filter.
you know what? It's funny.
I got the biggest
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah,
Biggest laugh.
it got the biggest laugh because it was real, but no, every scene was cell phones and this,
Right.
and she has to charge her phone. In the movie, she has to go get the charger to get, so there's so much business, it's like they
And
say.
they're even making their way out to the church using their flashlights on their
Right.
phone.
No, yeah,
I just think that, look, they say, write what you know, and this person obviously just is
Person.
person.
The team.
Well,
There's
the
like
team
five
of
writers.
writers
Yeah, there's
They
are
knew-
really on their fucking phones a lot,
They-
which is why this generation of writers fucking sucks
They're-
balls.
They were-
And
They
I'm
knew
just
puerile
ang-
games.
What? I'm angry.
And-
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They're-
and I know that they did a lot of meetings and a lot of energy went into this, and everyone should be fucking ashamed who worked on this film. You could have actually done something that matters. There's no reason for you to have made this movie. You wasted so much fucking time.
Chris is on
and
fire.
no, I'm angry because this is what we get now, and I know how it's such bullshit. And the fact that everything, looking at the computer, we're doing this, we're looking at our cell phones throughout the movie, it was ridiculous, which is why that got the biggest laugh. It's because it called out the movie for being as shitty as it was.
Yep. You know what
I
their
fucking
faces-
hate this film. If you don't, Norm, you're going to review it right on the site.
Yep.
Film Thread Doc.
Yep.
If you give it more than a zero, this thing needs to tank on fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
No, this is definitely one of the worst films I've seen this year.
It's one of the worst films I've seen in recent years.
It's bad.
And
it's
you should
bad.
see some of the shit that comes in the Film Threat email box.
bad.
Sorry, I'm worked up because I'm pissed off.
Tell
That
us-
so much energy went into this pile of garbage.
Chris, we're not going to get anywhere if you keep holding back.
All right.
You need to play like O Fortuna over that shit.
Look, this is like a bonus podcast. We need to actually do a different podcast because there's not much really to say. There's no disagreement here.
No,
it's like,
this was unilaterally just awful.
Right. And so, but how do we get the word out about it so that
Well, nobody cares if. Okay, here's the thing.
should we give Truth or Dare the award? I know it's early.
No.
The worst film of 2018,
No.
but it's a
way too
contender.
early.
No, it's
it's the
in
front
there.
runner. It's the front runner.
Nope.
But and what's weird is, and I actually don't feel bad for Jeff Wadlow, except for the fact that his name is all over this movie. It's like a Jeff Wadlow film, directed by Jeff Wadlow. His name's all over it, and I'm thinking, dude, you should have watched your own movie before you decided to plaster your name all over it.
I thought it was directed by Alan Smithy.
Was it? No,
No, I don't know.
No, it was.
No.
I looked it up.
No, it's the Blumhouse business model. The thing is, they can knock out.
What, you mean the business model is make the shittiest movie of
No.
the year and then get a movie nominated
No.
for an Oscar for Best Picture?
No, this is the deal. They'll do 10 micro-budget movies, and if one of them is a hit, then they make a profit, and they are good. It doesn't matter how many fucking truth or dare bullshit movies we have to watch.
I have a feeling that this might do well with younger.
No, I don't think that.
You know what? It would do
I really
well.
don't think that it will
I think
do
it
well.
would do well if you've never seen a movie. I think that would be.
You don't think that like 13, 14-year-olds aren't going to want to see that? I feel
No.
Look, 13,
How old did
14-year-olds
the
have
Bye
seen
Man
double
do?
penetration
Sorry?
porn on the
How well did the
internet.
Bye
So
Man
I
do?
don't know that this can compete
Not
with
well.
that, right?
Not
So
well.
Good
Then
point.
this one isn't good. You
I
won't.
stand,
Oh
I
my
stand
God.
corrected. I stand corrected. I was just thinking because this movie seems to fit into that world where,
Right.
of course, they may not even be able to see the entire film because they're going to be on the phone their entire time.
Matt hates
But-
millennials.
Thank
What?
you.
Wait, aren't you a millennial?
I don't identify as one now.
I don't know. I love millennials. I think they're going to actually fix a lot of shit. Because, we've had whole conversations about millennials and people have issues. I don't know.
And that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I think it's great that we went from talking about this shitty movie to talking about millennials.
Yeah, there's no millennials that were cast in the movie. Everyone is way too. No, everyone in this movie, the actors are way too old for the parts they're supposed to be playing. They're supposed to be what in juniors, seniors in college.
Something. Yeah.
Well,
No.
one's
It's like their
he's a-
senior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking
One's
about-
applying for med school.
Yeah.
Like he's at least 25.
They're getting ready to graduate.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
I mean, after the film ended,
Hang on a sec. Did you see the movie? Oh, okay, good. Sorry, yeah,
Bro, it's horrific.
We're out in public, and I saw you like laughing over there, looking at you. So we just saw this movie, Truth or Dare. It's a piece of shit. So, okay, good.
don't
yeah.
even waste
Take
your
our word
Redbox
for it.
money
Don't
on
waste
it.
your time.
Take our word for it. We saw it for free.
Yeah, that
you
one
just
was good.
Wait, come over here. Wait, come on. Wait, no,
Yeah.
here. Wait. No one can hear you. Get closer. Wait, what's your name?
John Payne.
John Payne is here. He's just been sitting here. I saw out of the corner of my eye, you're like laughing at everything that we're saying as we're sitting here having this discussion. So you just saw a good horror movie.
Yeah, Quiet Place.
What would you think of that?
I mean, for John Krasinski to go from The Office to like, what was that war movie that he did, 13 Hours or something like that, to that, just shows like, he directed that, right? So it's just like, it was a really, really fucking good movie. Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be one of my favorite like horror movies throughout this year for sure.
What does Norman Gidney, who does horrorbuzz.com, think about A Quiet Place? If we could pivot now that John Payne has told us he saw
Well,
it.
John Payne's an expert though, bro.
No, look,
Thanks, John Payne. Good
just-
job by you.
But no, A Quiet Place. You wrote the review on
Yeah.
Film Threat, so
I thought it was a brilliant movie. I mean, spoiler alert.
yes,
Okay.
it's been out. So
Understood, but
Right.
I found the ending to be like a little like womp womp. It was like what?
Hold on a second.
But I still had a great time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you see the end of the movie we just saw?
You know what? That is a
Wah,
fucking
wah.
great point. That is handshake right there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and the weird thing is all that stuff we were talking about with like YouTube and the internet and Skype balls and whatever the fucking chat, all that crap. Look, I actually know I'm actually acting stupid on purpose. To make a point.
What-
all I'm
what-
saying is
what
that
about all the other
the
times?
ending of the movie actually ties into all that stupid technology. It actually ties into
No,
it.
I get
and
it.
I'm not going to give away the ending, except it's a shitty ending to a shitty movie.
It's like they sharded at the end. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
a big dumpster fire. This film. So
I mean, you're right about the Blumhouse model. This was made for 2 cents.
no, they don't
Even-
care. They don't care.
Even the
They've
garbage,
already got their paycheck.
Even the garbage CGI effects of the people, like that sort of.
You know what? I saw a better effect on Black Hole Sun, the video for Black Hole Sun.
Although
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
one of the
That's
effects,
creepy. That's
Yeah, that
genuinely
shit was actually creepy.
one of the effects at the end is so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Green screen.
There was a green screen of someone in like Paris,
London. It was London.
right?
These two.
But it's so bad. It's like. I'm sorry, Jeff. We're on a budget. You kind of went over on your budget. I'll shoot it in my backyard, in my garage. And he threw up a green screen that you can get. You can buy that green screen paint actually. It's kind of pricey, but yeah, it was such a shitty effect. It was such. John, thanks for joining. Are you
John,
taking
thank you.
off? Oh, okay, cool. But
Good job,
yeah, we
good
don't
job
have
of you.
we don't have like we don't have random people just sort of join on the
No.
podcast. John, thank you for.
I like
You
how
know, thanks.
Appreciate
I
it.
like
yeah.
how the podcast about Truth or Dare became a man on the street review of A Quiet Place.
Yeah, because there are much better things
because
to talk
there
about.
are
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
This
We
was
should
this was just bad.
Let's go talk to the guy who dresses as the Hulk on Hollywood Boulevard. I'd rather have a 3-hour-long conversation with him than talk more about Truth or Dare. But do you guys have any? I don't even know what to say. It's such a.
It's unintentionally funny to the point where like I would recommend it to some people that like
No,
really
there are-
bad absurd movies.
There are way better unintentionally funny movies. I have one for you. It's called The Room, which is a great film.
I have one
they
for you.
even did. Yes.
Troll 2, which is
Yeah.
Okay, there
screening.
you go.
We're having a screening at the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana on April 30th.
Ooh, I wanna
Okay,
go.
wait a sec. April 30th.
That's a Monday.
Okay, April 30th. How do I get tickets?
Yeah. I
You
would
get
love to
tickets
go.
by going to thefridacinema.com.
Right.
And
is there information on horrorbuzz.com?
Absolutely. There's also information on horrorbuzz.com. And
Do you see how I segued into this
you're-
plug for your event?
you're
I'm just-
amazing.
I didn't even know you were going to do that, but that's
no,
cool.
no, we're having a screening of Troll 2 down at the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana,
Frida
April 30th, 8 p.m. It's a Monday night, but it gives you enough time to get down there, grab a bite.
Now, are you hosting the screening?
Yes, but
Are
this-
there anyone involved in the film
Wow.
going to be there? or-
No, not as of yet. But
Okay, well, Troll 2 is also
Troll 2 is amazing.
unintentionally funny.
Amazing.
Yeah, but a good unintentionally funny. This is like
I agree.
bad unintentionally funny.
yeah, this one. Yeah, see that's what I was when I was watching the Truth or Dare movie. I was like, okay, this is like crossing that threshold from being so bad that it might be good. Like
I thought it was going there.
It was
no,
bordering.
No,
It's-
it was
it's-
too milquetoast.
It's the kind of movie I would watch with a bunch of my friends and we would just tear it apart.
Yeah, there's definitely a drinking game
Dude,
somewhere
yeah,
in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like
They should. I could say this:
Yeah.
if you go see Truth or Dare, be on your cell phone the whole fucking movie, like the cast of this fucking movie. It just like. I feel like it would make the movie better if you could be on your cell phone and annoy other people. It's a movie that you should talk during. It's. I have
Absolutely.
not.
Could-
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, Shot in the Dark. Maybe a way it could have been made better is if they did it like Soderbergh did that new
Unsane?
movie
Unsane,
Unsane,
yeah.
and shot the entire thing on an iPhone.
Well, now see
No, that's
I,
not the.
Well,
yeah.
I haven't seen Unsane, but I really want to see it because I love.
Clairvoyant.
yeah, I love-
Soderbergh's amazing. So
Yeah.
I think like if they had a better script, maybe if it was like a found footage type movie.
oh god,
No,
no,
come on,
fucking
no.
way.
She found footage on her
Maybe.
phone during
Yeah.
the movie, which played into the plot. It's so bad.
I think I don't even think a good script is going to save this.
Can that be the title of my review?
What's the title?
Fuck this movie.
Fuck this. Well, no, you should put it under the little thing that's on the front page. So, I almost want to just record rants and just transcribe
You know what
rants
it-
from the
you know
podcast.
what the
That
title-
would-
I don't know.
I
The
mean-
title should be Best Friends Forever.
Best friends forever.
Because
that's right.
Did you know that they were best
Oh
friends?
god.
Yeah, because they kept telling you they're best
I had
friends.
no idea actually.
But you know what I loved actually?
Forever.
I guessed, okay, this is a spoiler, but you find out at the end of the film this is a spoiler. So, spoiler warning.
Plug
And this
your ears,
isn't-
John Payne.
This isn't about the end of the movie. It's not about the climax, not about the end of the film, but it's a major thing that runs through. And I guessed it as soon as she said, "I can never tell my
Yeah.
best friend that."
Yeah.
And I thought, "Oh my god, she fucked her dad."
The structure.
And all I could think is that there is a porn series, and you can Google this, called "Oops, I Fucked Your Dad." It's like it's
No.
yes, it's,
Really?
it's either "Oops, I Fucked Your Dad" or "Sorry, I Fucked Your Dad." I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google.
You know
it right
what?
now.
I've been on my
I'm gonna
phone.
check.
I've
And
been on my phone this entire podcast.
But
So-
I just thought of that. Like, oh my god, she totally fucked the dad.
You know
and
what my
then
guess-
That's why the dad killed himself.
That's
So-
kind of beautiful. But I was like,
Oh my god.
I was seriously hoping it would get all children's hour and she'd be like, I'm really in love with you. Like her best friend or something. And yeah, it's
You
the
and me
game.
versus
I
the
fe-
world.
Yeah, you and me.
I feel like the structuring of this film was just
A House of Cards.
no, it was like foreshadow,
Yes.
shitty scare, repeat.
Oh,
The same because
I guess the ending in the beginning
Yeah.
where she was talking about like, oh,
Yeah.
I would sacrifice blah blah blah.
right. I just felt like you can only foreshadow so much before the audience just goes,
It all clicks
like
into
you
place.
said,
Yeah.
fuck this movie.
Fuck this movie.
Now I know this too because there's whenever I've been to the Adult Entertainment Expo, I was there for work.
Sure you were,
covering
Chris.
the electronic side of their.
No, absolutely. That's
And,
how I always end up there.
One of the series that stood out to me because they should actually have an award for like best porn title, but there was a porn series where it's these ugly dudes. And the name of the series, and it stuck with me because I thought it was so strange, was I Can't Believe She Fucked Me. And it was these ugly guys where girls would have sex with them. And the Sorry I Fucked Your Dad is like, that's like a series.
Okay.
So you can look it up, but I can't believe.
And John's over there looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Good
But I
job,
can't-
John.
It's either oops, whatever. Yeah. What, Truth or Dare is 86%? Well,
Yeah, 'cause
dude,
for
Truth or Dare?
we have not done our jobs.
Wait.
We should all-
Wait,
yes,
let me
it's
see that.
86
Give me that
wait,
damn thing.
John Payne, come over here, John
How
Payne.
many reviews?
We just,
Like
we
three?
just met.
The shit starter. Oh no, that's the want to see.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna
Where's
go
the-
down. It's gonna go down to like fucking zero by the time we're done.
There's not the critics one.
There is
no
no
critics
critics
one?
consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's with the want to see's 86%.
Yeah.
But we've brought you down to
Fucking -1. I don't know.
0%.
Just
Yeah,
zero.
I'm definitely not.
Hey,
Zero.
we did something.
Yay, we saved a life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like the drinking game thing, though. I don't know. That sounds
No, it's definitely a drinking
Sneak
game.
in.
totally.
Here,
You're
here-
gonna die, but
this is a pro tip on this film. A lot of people are going to think, I want to drink during this movie. They're going to sneak in a flask.
You're going to need more than one
You're-
flask.
You're an idiot if you sneak in a flask. What you do is you sneak in a bottle of water filled with vodka because that's what you're going to need to survive this movie.
No, but
Or you
not
It's
like
a full bottle
not-
of water.
Yeah,
but
like
get
a
the,
big
get
one.
the good Costco.
Like the Aquafina.
Yeah, the
shit
Aqua-
That's
the-
like really big and really
the
cheap.
Dasani one.
Yeah.
You always need these kind of like movies for like date nights, when you're not going to really be watching the movie.
And you're not getting
stuff
laid
like that.
either.
Yeah. Well,
Well, dude, I mean, seriously,
Jeez.
you can. That's
What, too soon?
That's what
Too
Netflix
soon.
and chill is for.
I guess.
Why are you even gonna deal with the public and you just go home and?
All right, so
this movie's gonna be on Netflix.
all right.
for
Well,
sure.
any final
Tomorrow.
thoughts? Final thoughts. I know what your final thought is. Your final thought is go see A Quiet Place again, right, John Payne?
I'm so turned off to this movie now. I'm really.
But sometimes I.
You know
read
what,
a-
Chris? Our work
Wait.
is done.
No. Well, yes, we convinced one person. You're like more than the people that listen to our.
I'll convince my buddy Chase. He's trying to be an actor right now. He's super into movies.
And it's going viral.
Your buddy.
Just like the end
Wait,
of the
repeat
movie.
that. What were you
It
saying?
really is.
My buddy Chase Panzak, he's the guy I'm waiting
Except-
for right now. He's trying to be an actor and he's really into movies and like reviews and stuff.
What's his name?
Chase Panzak? He's
Chase
in there.
Panzak.
He's gonna be off in like 10 minutes, something like that.
Chase Panzak works at Annie Ann's here at the Ho-Hi, which also, if you ever had one of those delicious hot dog covered in pretzel bread, I love him, and
Please sponsor
maybe
the
we'll
show.
get one from him. But anyway,
Yeah,
so
you think he could hook us up, or because I'm
I
like
don't know.
hungry.
Honestly, he just closed up, but
well, see,
Yeah, well,
look,
fuck
just
it.
a little secret. I used to work at Burger King when I was in high school. One of the things at the end of the night, they take all those burgers. You don't have to throw them away. You can actually take them home and eat them.
that's what he's doing for me right now. That's what we're gonna be eating.
Well, then what the hell, bro?
Ooh, sweet.
This just
Oh my God,
All right,
the manager's
well,
watching us.
John, thank you for joining us on the Film Threat podcast.
for sure.
Thank you.
Your podcast debut.
All
Hold on, Jonathan, I'm gonna get a
I'm not
picture.
here all the time, but it was great.
John.
Thanks. Okay, yeah.
Here, get over there with Chris.
Okay, cool. So here,
Ready?
So this is John. Yes. So here we're getting.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay, there he goes, and we took it. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Good
Thanks for
job.
joining us. Yeah, we'll
take care of you.
We'll trade you all that
Hayden.
stuff. Now what? So okay, final thoughts, and we're out of here. So what? Final thoughts are we're glad to be
Feel good comedy of the year. It
No.
was hilariously bad.
disagree.
Unmitigated dumpster fire.
I wanted to find something positive to say, but I just can't.
And fuck this movie, and let's get out of here.